and sit down.
Hello gang, Colin here, Vesta 67's workshop, and welcome. Part 4, yes folks, it's already part 4 of the RoboCop build-up for the wonderful folks over at Fanhome. Don't forget, if you want to grab your RoboCop, click the link just along there, head over to their website and subscribe and get your very own RoboCop cyborg, and you can build along with me. So, what have we got this month? You've got History of RoboCop section there. You've got the creators of RoboCop, the aesthetics of a masterpiece, and it's giving you all the blurb there. It says here, a full-scale model or mould of RoboCop's armour was created by Rob Bottin. Look at that. And this is how they did it back in the day. They had to do all of these sculpts and everything. And when they did RoboCop 3, the fella that took over from Peter Weller, because he was committed to another film at the time, they had to use all the old suits and everything, and he had to shoehorn himself into a suit that basically didn't fit him. So yeah, there's some more details. Key design, the physical appearance and what it was. We all remember the Ed 209, the cumbersome little cyborg there. We all remember that. Be interesting if they did a part work on Ed 209, wouldn't it? I think that would go well. More info there from Maria to RoboCop. What we're going to be building today, folks. Yes, we're going to be building the hand. And look at all the little finger parts and everything we've got. All this lot. Look at that. So it is really highly detailed. Gives you all of the different sections, how to build the thumb, which is all the pieces marked 1. It pretty much gives you a full breakdown on everything you need to do to make each individual joint and everything. So keep an eye out and read and double read your instructions, because this is where we're getting into the nitty gritty now. And this lets you see what you're going to end up with. And we're going to end up with that, folks. Look at that. Wobbly fingers. Gives you a nice little section there showing you what you've just built and where it will be on your model. 100 years of robots. One hello to Riano and his automation work. Automaton monk even. Look at that. And I like this side of things, automaton. You know, the people that build these little wooden mechanical guys that are doing something, and clowns and magicians, and it's all little cogs and pulleys underneath that make it work. And it's always fascinated me how they work. So it's something I'd like to do. I've seen a couple of wooden builds that I might grab and do. But anyway, tactile virtual reality there, the big virtual reality push. And I remember these from a program called Tomorrow's World years and years ago when I was a young fella. Watching them and thinking, wow, the future's going to be great. And here we are seeing VR headsets and that come into reality. So I'm really interested in this wearable tech, you know, these gloves that let you go into a world and operate a PC operating system. I find that really interesting. That was it, the Tesla suit glove, what I was thinking of, and all the interactive stuff. So yeah, give this a read, folks. It really is quite an interesting topic, and certainly gets my grey matter going. And then obviously your back cover there, build the legendary cyborg RoboCop. So I'm going to open this up so that I can see what we're going to be making, and I'll just put that to the back of the shot just so that I can see everything on screen. Now in this we have got the hand and everything else there, and we've also got another screwdriver, folks, because as you can see we're now going into tinsy wincy screws, so we get our second screwdriver in this issue. So keep your tools, keep the tools that they give you, because they are relevant in later stages of the build. So we'll get this open. When we come back, we'll have it all laid out across the back there, ready to go for you. Right, we've had a sort out on all these pieces now. The best advice I can give you is do it what I have done. On the instructions, it shows you pieces marked 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and this is all the corresponding parts. So line them all up so that you can see them and get them all orientated on your bench, so that when you start to build the pieces you can see what you need to see. So small screwdriver is going to be required. We'll start with the thumb. You want yourself a ball joint like so. Orientate it so that you've got the large hole towards your right, and you want to get a spring and an RP screw. One of those. Let's get the tweezers and grab a spring. Just like that. Put a bit of 3-in-1 on the end of your screw thread, like that. Feed it through your spring, like so. And then that's ready to go once we put the next piece in. We want 4G, one of them, and a 4H, like that. So let's just put them two together, like that. And then we can screw this in place. Large hole there, and we want that looking like so. Then grab your screw with your spring. It says optimistically try not to ping it. So we'll do that again. Let's just rest that into place first and then get the screwdriver on the end of it. There you go. There you go. And just make sure you're getting it to bite before you release your finger. Otherwise you'll get pingage. And there you go, see. That's now got a little bit of springness to it, and it stops you over tightening these. All right. So that's what you want. I'll just nip that up a little bit more. There you go. And that's one done. So we just work our way along now, doing the same on all of these. So we have now got the thumb and the forefingers all laid out, ready to go. So let's have a little looky-loo at what we've got. We want 4A, which is the die cast piece, and then an E and a D, like so. Just make sure we got the right bits. One's got the recesses and one's got the tabs. So the tabs goes that way. So I can assume that goes on like that. Goes in the top two holes, and then this piece clips over the top. And then we've got a couple of screws, a couple of the BM screws to hold that in. I'll go back to me 3-in-1 now that I've done me fingers, because I'm going into die cast again. There you go. Let's try and let you see what I'm doing. And we're just screwing through both these little parts like that, because this hand will have a knuckle joint that gets pressed into there later on in the build. Another BM screw on the screwdriver, just like so. Same again. Straight through into the die cast. And you'll feel that biting home. Like that. Nip it up. Job's a good one. And that's what you'll end up with. We now want to start putting the hand itself together. So we want this half first. And then we go in little finger, next finger, thumb, like that. So I just want to lay them out to correspond with the instructions that I'm looking at just here. Like that, see? Thumb, index, middle, ring, little. That's what you want. And then you can start then lining all of these up with their appropriate little joints, like that. So it's going to be a little bit delicate putting these all in. Okie dokie, which way do we want them? We want them facing that way, Cole. There you go, with the joints facing upwards, I think. But they turn anyway, so we're not worried about that. Oh yeah, that was right. I was right first time. Doofus. There you go. There. Like that. And then your thumb in there. We then want to pop that on there like so. Like that. I'll grab these two and pop them back in. And then whilst holding that, get a couple of the BM screws out. One there. Once you've got one in, you'll be able to take your finger off. So let's get that to start biting into there. There you go. I can release it now. Another BM screw. Little bit of 3-in-1. And we can get that in there. Get that really nipped home, because I don't want that to come undone. There you go. And that is the beginnings of your hand all day long, folks. Look at that. There you go. And that's put all of those fingers into line. Let's just turn them, get them all lined up where they should be. Like that. See, and they all move quite happily. Like that. Look at that. Oh, isn't it? So that's that. And then we got the back part of the hand to go over there. That just magnetizes in place, just like that. That easy, he says. There you go. So that is RoboCop's handle done. I'm happy with that. Look at that. Yeah. Got to hand it to me. See what I did? There you go. And that, folks, is that issue done. So I hope you've enjoyed that. It was a little bit long-winded, I know, but just remember, cut them threads in on them fingers and you will be fine. I can then go round and fine-tune this now so that I'm happy. A little bit stiff on the index finger there, but the reason I want it stiff is because it's going to be holding the gun. So it's going to have a lot of the gun weight against it. So I kind of want my joint a little bit stiff there. Deliberate, he says. But there you go. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Don't forget, if you want to grab this, head over to the link there on the Fanhome website, and you too can get your very own RoboCop. Look forward to seeing you in the next issue. Take care, everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye. Look at that. Oh, big RoboCop hand. Oh.